Hey gang, Steve Angeline here. Time for another training video. This one's a story. In 1976, in 1977, I was the assistant athletic trainer for the Baltimore Orioles AAA team in Rochester, New York. For those that don't know baseball, AAA is one step below the major leagues. That year, those 2 years in Rochester, the manager was Frank Robinson. Frank Robinson is in the Baseball Hall of Fame. He's also the first black manager, and he's the only player in the history of baseball to win the Most Valuable Player award, both in the American League and the National League. Frank was kind of tough to deal with. I was the assistant trainer. Actually, I was a college student doing all my field work, all my required hours to become an athletic trainer in Rochester, and I was not getting paid. Okay, I was working about 8 to 10 hours a day with this ball team, professional team, and not getting paid. So here's the story. One day, Frank walks in and he turns to me and he says, "Hey, kid," he says, "do you know what this league's full of?" And I said, baseball players? And he says, "No, prospects and suspects. And I'm not sure what you are." And he walked away, and I remember freezing in my place at 21, 22 years old, not really understanding what he just told me. And it took me quite a while to understand that. And I asked a whole bunch of people. Well, AAA is right below the major leagues. Guys go up to the major leagues, they come down. Pay difference at that time was the difference between $300 and $400 a game and $3,000 and $4,000 a game. It was a lot of money, right? And here he was telling me that this league is full of prospects, guys on their way up, and suspects, guys on their way down. And he was asking me, what am I? And that was a great lesson, and I've always kept that with me. You have to decide, what are you in real estate? Are you a prospect? Doesn't matter about age. Are you a prospect absolutely giving everything that you have? Or are you a suspect? Just kind of faking it and working your way through it. I found that the only way for me to conduct my business was to be a prospect. I constantly wanted to be improving every single day, working as hard as I could. You hear me say to this all the time. I get up at 4 o'clock. I get after it. Do you know the real reason I get up at 4 o'clock? Is because I know I'm not as smart as a lot of people. So I have to work harder. No one will ever outwork me. Might have more intelligence than I do, but you'll never outwork me. So, as Frank Robinson said, are you a prospect or a suspect? Answer that question for yourself. Hey, thanks for watching. Story hour. Story time, I guess. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next video. Bye.